god, I can't breathe after that. I was like, I'm gonna draw Nick out so far and just ruin him with this.
I thought you ripped that bulls, bro.
But
you can't go that far?
I guess I ruined myself. Yeah. Every damn time, sir.
So, yes. Three Mythics podcast, episode 4.
We are here. We're back. It's another weekend. And my god, it's been a pretty good weekend.
I'm stoked to ruin.
Wouldn't you agree with me? Really it's been a super fun weekend. We just got off of, probably about 2 or 3 hours ago, we recorded an interview with someone named Garrett McNutt. He runs the Make Whiskey MTG podcast online. Super fun, great guy. Love them.
Super good, super insightful.
He's got a lot. We've got notes. I mean, it's only 2 pages, but like Nick was like, let's see if you can see here. Nick was just like, let's take notes. We're actually going to make our own personal response video.
Notes, Mr. Notes.
To all our notes, to all the stuff he said, because we liked everything he said so much. We want to make an additional video just to talk about it. There was a lot. For this podcast, what we've got in store, of course, is always Friday Night Magic. Fuck yeah. Our favorite thing, we look forward to it every week.
My favorite format.
Yeah, me too. Always super celebrate on FNM. We want to, of course, talk about Commander 18. There's a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of other stuff coming, so we want to just discuss that. There are opinions out there. We want to hear what you guys have to say about that. There's people who are like, this deck, we'll say it, Jund deck. I'm on the it sucks train. Nick is like,
I want to actually buy it and play it for forever, just to prove to people it's not that bad, in my opinion.
So we'll see how that goes. Commander 18, after that, we're going to, in the nature of Commander 18 spoilers, leaking, all that, we want to talk about the Guilds of Ravnica. Jesus. Man,
it's hard, dude. It's hard. I can't talk.
Guilds of Ravnica card that leaked today. So we want to talk about that.
Today in what language? Spanish?
Spanish. And then the last thing we want to talk about is going to be the economy of Magic. Very interesting. We got some stuff we want to say about that.
And I think that really ties into the Commander perception and the Commander spoilers for C18.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go back up to the top and let's talk about Friday Night Magic, Nick. Kick it off.
Yeah, of course. Last week we made the stupid. I don't know. I literally as we were drafting, I said, "This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done in my life."
I just had fun with it, man.
Dude, I was there for good times and high fives, baby, and that's what was had. We decided to draft 5 color good stuff, or as Lucas calls it,
WUBRG.
Yeah, the rules was if you saw a dual land, you had to take it unless it was a mythic rare of value. So, Lucas, how many dual lands did you pick
I don't have it. Oh, man. Okay, so I ran 9 or 10 in my deck, but I still have about 3 or 4 that I didn't end up running.
Oh, really? I drafted 9, I played all 9.
Really?
Yeah.
I ended up 12, dude. 13, 14. And it would fuck me. It was literally I'd have this card that would be I've played this card in a couple of drafts before of M19 and it kicked ass. But there's a dual land, so fuck me, right? And I took the dual land. There was one time I cheated it and I was like, I can't let this card pass up.
What card was that
I forget. It was something, I think it was either Spark Tongue Dragon, it was a Take Vengeance, it was something like that that's just a solid...
Just super, super good.
Yeah.
I can't pass this up.
Yeah, something that was just, it was probably removal.
I actually passed the Spark Tongue Dragon and I feel like I should have picked it up, to be honest with you.
It's a good card.
Yeah,
super solid.
I picked up a dual land instead.
Yeah.
So.
You ended up with a kick-ass, though, card. You ended up with...
Yeah, I got Lathis Dragon Queen and a Reclamation Angel or whatever it's called, which I ended up trading for Escape Shift halfway through the draft.
I would take that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How'd your games go, though?
I think my games went about as well as your games. I went 1 and 2.
Yeah, okay. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I won 1 whole match and then a whole entire just 1 game.
No, I think
So I don't know. You tell me, man. Did your games go as well as mine?
Honestly, they did.
No, they probably did.
They did. Game 1, I played round 1, I played against this really good player.
I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Glenn is a really good player. He played like mono green Stompy almost.
Okay.
Like he Voltroned up the horse, and he had just like all
The Vinemare?
Vinemare, yeah, Vinemare horse.
That's a good card.
Super fucking good.
It's
It's like Boggles basically, but for standard.
Like retarded, yeah, it's super good.
So I played against him, and there were times where I got him down to like 5 life,
Okay.
and I just like didn't draw any creatures. But
That's
you know,
nice,
I mean,
yeah.
that is it is what it is. He fucking outplayed me. Round 2 though is the round that I won, and
Okay.
I 2-0'd my opponent. So yeah, I'm super proud about that. And then round 3, I faced off against Blue-White Flyers. Also got him down to really low health, but I mean, Blue-White Flyers.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's super hard.
Especially when I was dealing with like combat tricks. What was the card that I was using? Graveyard Marshal to exile cards from my graveyard to create zombie tokens, and then Hired Blade to flash in as like kind of like pseudo removal. If that makes any sense.
No, you flash it in on blocks and like, take something out.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. I do the same stuff.
Super good.
Super good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, I think what we need to do next week is we need to continue the WUBRG, but not every single dual land we need to pick
Of course.
up. Like,
we can make so, like... I think honestly, after running WUBRG, there's such a stigma of draft.
I feel like enlightened. Does it make any sense?
Yeah. There's such this like.
I'm playing Magic the way fucking Richard Garfield intended to be played. So.
Fuck yeah. No, it's like one of those things with draft. You go and you play 1 or 2 color deck. That's your only options. It's like we just ran WUBRG and we ended up winning a match, which is like I would say almost unheard of.
Yeah.
And like
I've never heard of it.
I haven't either. And it's like, okay, maybe 4 colors is actually doable. And maybe it's just M19 and maybe we're just crazy and we probably just got lucky.
I think a lot of it. I think we're crazy. I think we're lucky. I think fucking all of it.
But, man, like, it was fucking fun.
It's honestly, this is the most fun I've had drafting since Battle Bonds.
Me too. Honesty, yeah. Honestly, like, I have a lot of fun during a pre-release. That's actually probably my favorite format is pre-release. But... dude, drafting 5-color WUBRG M19 is a fucking blast.
What, did you have like any Wombo combos? Because I literally like Wombo combo.
Real, okay, talk about it.
So
I didn't have anything.
The round 2 that I went, I 2-0'd my opponent, I went Fountain of Renewal into Regal Bloodlord.
Okay.
And Fountain of Renewal.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put it up there.
Yeah.
Let's put it up there. But it's at the beginning of your upkeep, gain 1 life. I don't give a fuck about the second effect, which is tap 3, sack 8, draw a card.
Yeah, fuck that.
So you go that into Regal Bloodlord, and it's at the beginning of each instep. If you gain life this turn, put a 1/1 bad token with flying out of the field.
Fucking good.
And I ended up like spewing out multiple flyers and then spewing out 3 bats. And I just like put them all sideways.
Yeah, of course.
Swing the crew.
That's awesome.
Other cards that really, really overperformed was Inferno Helion.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about that card when we're done talking about everything here.
Okay. Inferno Helion, Trample. I play this every single game. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just spoke to me tonight or last night. Every single game I played it. Same with Hired Blade, that pseudo removal where you flash in. Graveyard Marshal also overperformed. Lathias, I cast it every single game, but
it's so good.
It's good, but in 5-color good stuff, it's not good. If that makes any sense. Because by the time, especially with the amount of tap lands that I had, by the time I got there, it was too late.
How many lands did you run?
I want to say 15 to 16.
Interesting, because I ran 19.
You ran 19?
I ran 19. And I remember you telling me, when you died, and be like, hey, I'm running 19 lands. What do you think? He goes, no, fuck you. Like, you're an idiot. Go to, like, 16. And I was like, okay. So what happens is I go down to 16. But, like, this whole encounter, like, went over my head. Like, I just completely forgot about it. So I'm counting my cards before, after sleeving. And I'm like, I have 2 extra sleeves. And I'm like, or 3 extra sleeves or something. I'm like, what's going on? Why do I not have 19 lands? You have to run 19 lands on WUBRG. I, had this, huge, epiphany. So I just put more lands back in. It worked out.
That's
so
interesting that
well.
you played so many lands.
It worked out so... Dude, my deck was weird. I drew half of my cards. I didn't see half my cards in the entire game. I never saw Plummet, never saw Dragonic Disciple, never saw Gallant Cavalry, Cleansing Nova. I never saw... Yeah, those 3 or 4 cards. I never saw. Never drew them. Never, like, got milled into my grave.
There's always cards in draft that, like, I'm just like,
see.
I'm, like, so fucking happy about this card,
Yeah.
fucking happy about this card, the Splendid Angel. Every fucking time I, like, draft Resplendent Angel or get a Resplendent Angel,
Right.
I never see it.
Yeah,
Hungry and Hydra, all day, every day. Resplendent Angel, no,
nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's super weird. It's like, I don't know, that's why I think card games can be, like, fucking cursed or some shit. Because it's just, like, you never see, like, half the cards, and you're like, what the fuck is going on, you know?
I'm on, like, some next level shit right now, though. Like, do I need to, like, draft, like, 18 to 19 lands next WUBRG?
Well, the thing is, with me with the WUBRG, the 18 and 19 lands, it was like, by turn 5 or 6, I had all 5 colors on the field. Guaranteed.
Definitely by turn 5 or 6. I
But even with 16 lands?
yeah.
Because I had 19, and I'd still have land. I didn't...
No,
I,
with 16, with the amount of tap lands.
Yeah, me too. But, like... It was weird. Like, I never missed a land drop, but I always had stuff in my hand. Like, there was this, tournament round, game 3. I won both games, and it was just good draws. But like, this kid would be like, and granted, he's only been playing the game for like 6 or 7 months, which I guess just shows how weak WUBRG is.
Which round was this though?
Last round.
Oh,
round 3, games 1 and 2. And this kid was like, had a life linker that was like a 2/1, like the Midnight Shade or something. Like, he enchanted it, and I was able to shock it, and he'd do this, and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to, like, do this to that, and he would, like... There was one point during Game 3, he had a combo he would have won with. It was...
He just didn't see it?
No, it was weird. So, I'll explain. I'll kind of go off on a tangent here. What happened is he had 2 creatures. One of them was, like, tap... They were both black. Tap 1, or tap 2, tap this creature. You gain a life, opponent loses 1 life. And then he had another creature...
Oh, yeah, I actually drafted that card myself. It's fucking good.
And then,
I used it in conjunction with the Regal Bloodlord. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he had a card that was like, whenever you gain a life, your opponent loses a life. So I could have lost 2. He would have gained 1 every turn. Mm-hmm. He did it once on my end step, and then he started attacking with these creatures. But my creatures were bigger than his, and I don't know if he didn't see it or he thought like they were enchanted, so he would like win. And he would just like start swinging with them, and I felt bad for this kid because I was just like I almost didn't want to block because I just wanted to see him win off this combo.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to let it happen, and so I just blocked. But had he not attacked, had I not blocked or anything, I would have been able to just... I couldn't have done anything. He would have just been like, yeah, you lose 2, I gain 1. You lose 2, I gain 1. You lose 2, I gain 1. Mm. And it's just... It's broken. And he only did the combo once, and I was just like... I mean, I wasn't complaining, but I guess I was a little disappointed, you know?
Yeah.
It's a solid combo.
Yeah. Solid combo, yes. I don't know. I feel like players, when they first start playing Magic, like, for me, coming from playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, when to attack is, like, very iffy. It's very, like...
You never know.
You never know with Magic, in my opinion. And then, like, until I started, like, really playing Magic and drafting every Friday, Tiffany, who's going to be doing our... logo artwork.
Some more artwork with me,
I took her, Jake, I don't think you were there, other Luke was there. We took, like, we all went to pre-release... for Ixalan, and I basically explained it to Tiffany. You want to beat your opponent into the ground as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Like, you want to race? Let's fucking race.
Magic is a race, yeah.
So
it's chess plus, what is it? Poker?
Chess plus poker.
Plus, like, marathoning.
Life experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, honestly. Oh, man. I think going WUBRG is really good.
Yeah, I think, actually, like, we're on the podcast right now. Let's fucking live commit WUBRG next week.
Oh, yeah.
Every single...
Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
You have to go minimum 4 colors.
I would agree with that, too.
Minimum 4
because, like,
colors.
I literally...
You can go WUBRG if you want.
I would say that I splashed 1 green card to make it WUBRG.
Me too.
But
I splashed 1 black card.
Okay, I splashed 1 green card naturalized, and it actually helped me win that round 2 too. Because he started like enchanting up one of his creatures, and I'm like, naturalize. Okay, fucking like fuck you. Naturalize shock, and then
No, it's a good card.
So
I mean, I only ended up. And I only ended up, I'm sorry, with 1 black card that was worth playing.
What was your 1 black card?
It was 2-headed zombie.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a 4-drop, 4/2 menace.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's one of the cards that overperform. That's one of the cards that are really good, along with like Bogart Brute, which is also Menace. Spark-Tongue Dragon, I feel like a lot of people don't like this card. I've got a lot of faith in it, just being a 3/3 fly for 5 that you can pump up.
I would literally say that was my biggest mistake of the whole night.
Yeah.
Drafting WUBRG is not picking that card when I could have picked
I
it.
played him with that extra cost, the extra red and 2, and did the 3 damage or something, and it like helped me win that match.
Yeah.
It's great. Gearsmith Guardian's tight because he's a 3/5 for 5, which is like, it's okay. Like, he's a good, like, basically defender. But since you're in WUBRG, you're going to end up with a blue creature probably, and I was running heavy blue. So I was able to just like boom, boom, and he'd be a 5/5 easily.
I ran heavy blue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue
heavy,
and black were my top
like your main
colors, yeah.
Shark's tight, Take Vengeance was tight. Macabre Waltz was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was able to just chunk block really big stuff or kill stuff that I had to trade for. And Macabre Waltz, I get them back and I like, they have ETB effects, which is like a lot of stuff what I needed to run in WUBRG. I need to have ETB effects. So I just get those effects again and it's just like, okay, like I'm just getting more for my money. Macabre Waltz like helped me win games. Heroic Reinforcements I have a lot of faith in. It's a 2 red white and all your creatures get +1/+1. They all get haste and you make 2 1/1 soldiers. So you're swinging for 4 on top of everything else.
Value town.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
What's the CBC on that?
Dude, it's 4. It's a 2 red and white. So it's like honestly one of my favorite cards in M19.
Spicy.
Yeah. Catalyst Elemental was just fixing.
Can you feel that on your tongue? That's spice.
Ooh, it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah. Oh man, that burns. I ran 2 Snapping Drakes, which was tight. Green Red Sentinel was tight. I ran a Plummet, but I never used it.
Mainboarded Plummet and you didn't use it?
Yeah.
I'm like really surprised.
I know.
I'm really
I
surprised.
am too.
Yeah.
I think it's because I ran heavy. I didn't run heavy flying, but I ran enough flying creatures where it was just like they'd have a 3/2 flyer and I'd have a 2/3. Not that. That's not the right math. But we'd have something where we would trade, or we'd have something where I would overcome them. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to swing, so I just sit there with my flyer and like I would just basically just stall out their flyer. Mm-hmm. That's what this deck did. It's stall.
Stall that
That's
deck.
what I told everyone. I was just like, this is a stall deck. Like if your game doesn't like make it till the end, or your deck doesn't make it till the end game, you can't win. Because I've got all flying and all menace.
I like that.
Yeah. With a lot of removal, actually.
Yeah, that was kind of like my premise was draft every single dual lands, draft every single bit of removal. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't removal, what has evasion, what poops out a token.
That's what you were telling me, like, before you were like, there's time to do it. And I was like, because I wasn't going to go in with this with a plan. When you
was that the mindset that you had?
That's
when
the
you
mindset
drafted
I had, yeah. I adopted that, and I was like, this is really good. Like, really. I'm like, I think that's how it should be any color.
Yeah. That's, yeah. Every single draft, that's what I do.
Yeah,
so.
It's really good.
Yeah. The only other card I didn't talk about that I want to talk about is Sovereign's Bite.
Yeah,
it's a sorcery speed.
Sovereign's Bite.
Sovereign's Bite, thank you.
Yeah.
It's
I want to like make it epic when you put the card on the screen.
Up top, yeah. 2-drop. It's a black card. Sorcery speed. Target player loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. I literally Sovereign's Bite
for 2 mana.
Turn 2. Sovereign's Bite. Turn 3. And yeah, I don't know. It's fucking. Because I picked up 2 of them. So.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, it's a 6 life point deficit for 2 mana.
Yeah.
Why don't you play that? Like, it's really good.
I think it's Gucci AF.
Yeah, I do too. Oh man, I do too. I think it's really, really solid.
So, yeah, we went over our WUBRGs. WUBRG next week.
Yeah, WUBRG next week. What we're gonna do too is I'm gonna reconstruct my WUBRG deck all the way. I don't have all the lands in there right now. I'm gonna reconstruct it all the way, and we're gonna actually play probably best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, let's do tournament style, I guess.
We'll have it up. We're going to upload that. We want to show you guys how it worked. It worked out really well.
I will have to proxy for a Splendid Angels since I traded it midway through. But yeah.
So I think I'm excited for that item.
I'm stoked, Rooney.
Sure you are too.
I'm always down to play Magic.
So. Oh, dude, literally. Let's just cut this off and go play Magic, dude.
Want it?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go. So, up next on our list of things we want to throw in your guys' face, Commander 18.
C18, yeah.
Go. I know you're passionate about this.
So, okay. I feel like I need to like explain myself as a human being about this. I've been playing Magic since I was in the 4th grade. And I don't even want to do math right now, but I'm 27 and the 4th grade was like early 2000s for me. So that was 6th edition. Like, you know those gold bordered lands that you have? That you're like...
Yeah, the tournament remakes.
Yeah, like, I could have walked into a shop and... I literally did. I walked into a shop, I bought those decks.
It's so cool.
As a kid.
Yeah,
like, 1999 and shit.
So cool.
I did that as a kid.
I was literally 2 in 1999. It's the craziest fucking thing, yeah.
But, I don't know. So, after playing... mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I started with Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I went to Magic, and then I went to Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I went to Magic, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been flip-flopping for more than a decade now. I learned to love draft, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, learning how to draft and learning how to build a card, or a 40-card deck with a pool that you're bouncing around, and I don't know, there's something intricate and magical to it. So I started that during Magic Origins, and then I took like mini a break during that time, and I know Commander's like a really, really popular thing, but like during Origins I was like, fuck Commander, like fuck this.
Yeah.
Like what I was into during that time, and it's not really a thing anymore, it's called Tiny Leader, which is basically...
Yeah, Tiny Leader's rad.
It's like a modern version of Commander, in my opinion, because it's like
small Commander.
It's small Commander,
Tiny
which
Commander,
is
yeah.
Tiny Commander, but like it's I don't know.
We'll put some rules up.
Yeah.
For it. Yeah.
I'll go into a fucking like tangent about that. It's a later date and time, but to me, it's like a more competitive version of Commander, and I was like super stoked on Tiny Leaders, but then Tiny Leaders faded away, and I kept drafting, and then the play group that I got back into the game with recently when I moved to California, we started playing Modern, and I love Modern. Like,
Modern's great.
Modern is beautiful.
It's the first format I fell in love with.
I think, like Modern compared to Standard, I don't understand why people play Standard.
I think people who play Standard and kind of half, no offense, you're kind of fucking stupid.
Why do you, like, I agree with you, but like, why do you think
Yeah, we had this conversation Friday.
Yeah.
And
in the parking lot, we had this conversation.
After FNM. I'm going to reiterate it basically word for word, what you said to McWhiskey. Mm-hmm. Our camera just died, so I guess we're going to go no video for the rest of this.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. Right. So what you were saying was you can spend $500, let's say, $300 to $500 on a standard deck.
Yeah. That
will eventually rotate and eventually become useless and no longer standard.
Yeah.
You could spend $700 on a modern deck. Mm-hmm. That will be a modern deck. You know, you will die before that deck is not modern, probably.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. And I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I keep bringing it back to like us being musicians and shit like that. But it's just like
it's cool as fuck.
True, but I mean, like, this is like separate from our music career. When I buy gear, like especially guitars and shit, I buy it because it's gonna last me a long time.
Yeah,
and like I know if I'm buying into this, I'm gonna be able to sell it for at least the same amount of money that I purchased it for.
Right.
And with Standard, it's just like
that doesn't happen.
Not a thing. And I think what I'm so burnt out about too, and like fucking pissed about, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I played in like YCS's, I like tournament grinded, I did all that fucking shit.
Yeah.
The amount of money that I dumped into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm low-key crying. You can't see me crying. I'm internally crying right now.
He's crying right now.
Because of the amount of literally thousands of dollars I dumped into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. And I literally, like, when I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! To go to Magic, I sold my collection for $40 for a card. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards don't, I know, like, you can't see it right now, but Lucas literally is like Homer Simpson deadpan, drool. It
hurts, dude.
Yeah.
I walked into a store with 3 cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! I was looking online, like, these cards cost, like, you know, if you were to buy them, they'd be like $45. I'll sell them to you for like $25, $30, and they were like, we won't even buy these because they won't be worth their money next week. And he was right. Like, they're worthless now. Like, I could probably burn them for fire and have more fun with them.
Yeah. But
that's Yu-Gi-Oh, dude.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh, but that also pertains to Magic, because it's like, why play Standard when shit is gonna rotate? Why not just play Modern? Because when you sink your money into something, it's gonna retain.
Right,
Yeah, and like, I mean, hypothetically speaking, because like I play Golgari Elves
Right.
in Modern. You play
I have
usually
a
you have a whole bunch of decks, but your
janky,
main deck though is
mono
a really
green,
mono
stompy.
green, fucking really good mono green stompy list.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's not good this format. Hypothetically, like, it might squeak by turn 2, or squeak by tier 2, but at least you're a tier 2 deck squeaking by, and you get to still have fun and compete in tournaments, and you're still catching wins, especially when you're using rogue decks that don't come up as often. And that's like what I love about Golgari Elves, and like I'm sure you love about Mono Green Stompy.
It's just, yeah, it's something I brewed off the top of my head, just cards that work well.
And like with my deck, it's just like turn 3, I'm usually just like fucking vomiting my whole hand on the field, and same with you. Turn 3, turn 4.
Turn 5, I'm playing ULUBRG.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn 4, 5, I'm playing ULUBRG. It's crazy.
So, for me, we got like mad deep into this.
That's good. That's good.
But we, from an economy standpoint, sink your money into Modern, don't sink your money into Standard. And I feel like, okay, so anyway, as a competitive player, I was drafting a lot, and then I was super into Modern, and then I was talking to my old teammate in Florida, and I'm just like, Bloss, shout out to Bloss Estimilio, by the way.
Motherfucking Bloss!
We'll throw his Instagram in the description.
How about we put one on the screen right now?
Yeah.
There we go.
I was like, Bloss, I think I should start doing Pro Tours. I should start doing like PTQs, etc., etc. And he's just like, once you take that path, that is a path that you're gonna fucking travel on, and you're either gonna succeed on that path, or you're gonna fail on that path. And the amount of time that you sink into on that path might not be worth it in the long run. And I took his advice, and I went home and I sat down, and it's just like the amount of other shit I have to do in my life, it's not worth it. Like, I love Magic. I fucking love Magic.
Me too.
But I also love the fact that I can literally connect with Magic when I need to connect with Magic. Like if I need to go on the MTG subreddit and find out what's going on, I can do that. If I want to like look at the professor, look at Rudy, I can go do that. If I want to go to FNM, I can go do that. I can tune out of Magic. But once you start on that like tournament grinds, the Pro Tour, etc., like I did with Yu-Gi-Oh!,
it's like a full-time job, dude.
It is. And like honestly, I want to equate it to like being in a band, because when I was in Yu-Gi-Oh!, like when I played Yu-Gi-Oh!, that's how we treated our Yu-Gi-Oh! Practice. It was like being in a band.
Right.
Going to band practice, living together, like fucking eat, sleep, and breathing.
Right.
The tournament grind. And it's just like, and like at that point, like how much do you enjoy it?
You force it.
Yeah, you force it. So after that conversation with him, I like really took a step back, and it's funny because like as I took a step back, I fell in love with Commander.
Yeah, Commander's the best format.
And like I fucking literally like I didn't play Commander at all until we had that conversation, me and Bloss, and then me and you started becoming friends.
Yeah.
So from an economy standpoint, of I'm here for a good time, not a long time, and playing EDH. I think Commander 18 is amazing.
Interesting.
And I think Commander 18 is amazing because, hypothetically speaking, I'm just the average Joe Schmo who works 9 to 5 at an office job and has no idea what Magic is. And I romanticize actually playing D&D. I've always wanted to be in like a really tight D&D group every single week.
I'm sorry.
Who does like a Zelda themed or blah 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 blah. But imagine being like, sitting at your desk and like being on Reddit, because I mean, face it, we live in America and that's what we do is in between tasks at work, we're on Reddit, and just like, what is Magic the Gathering? Oh, what is this? Like, oh, there's something called like Commander Dragon Highlander. Like, oh, what is this? And then you like walk into your local shop and they have Commander decks for $40, and you're in the door for $40. And like, what's cool, the longevity of a Commander deck is like Modern. So it's like, oh yeah, I buy the Jund Lands deck, and it like Yeah, it might not be good right now.
But maybe a year from now.
But like the more money I sink into it, the better it gets. And you know, that's kind of like all aspects of your life. Like the more time I spend playing anything, I'm gonna get better at it. So like the more like, and that's like the cool thing about Magic too. It's like the more you invest into Magic, the better you get at it.
Mm-hmm. But that brings up what you just said, and this isn't on our list of things we want to talk about.
I mean, fuck it at this point. Let's go, baby.
You said the more time you put into Magic, you get better at it.
Right.
I don't disagree.
You do disagree?
I don't.
You don't.
But I don't agree all the way either.
Okay. Explain.
Because I've been playing Magic, let's say, for 10 years. Okay? Playing for 10 years, but all the cards in my deck are $1 or less. Right?
Right.
What about the person who's been playing for 6 months that drops $600, $700, $800, $900 on a modern deck? He's gonna kick your ass. Like,
is he though?
Oh
is
yeah.
He?
Oh yeah. If he knows his deck, if he's watching.
But does he know his deck though?
Okay.
Because I face so many players where I outskill them.
Now, I think that's the difference. What we need to discuss,
that's another side.
Yeah, no, but yeah, let's go down there. Like, I think that's something we need to differentiate is knowing Magic on a skill level, knowing, being the guy with the 60 card deck that costs you $50, as opposed to the 60 card deck that costs you $600. Sure, your $600 deck is probably much better. You're running Chalices, you're running Chromatic Lanterns, you're running whatever is just cards that are undeniably good.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But the guy who's running the $50 deck that's been playing for 10 years, he's gonna know all those cards. But the kid who has, playing for six months, 7, 8, 9 months, has a $600 deck, is playing the Chalices, the Chromatics, he'll win. But does he know Magic? And I think that's the difference. And I think that's something that I personally just had to clear up for myself.
I think there's a skill level though with like playing Chalice of the Void. There's definitely skill like gaps.
It fits into certain decks and it works well in certain decks. Yeah. But if you play it in the wrong deck and you cast it for the wrong amount, you're gonna probably lose.
Yeah. And I think this goes back to like our interview that we just had 2-3 hours ago, where if I'm playing you at FNM and you actually perform well against me and you actually do a play
that
I find acceptable, I'll give you a compliment.
High five the guy, give him a fucking cool ass token of yours. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I've been playing Magic, I told you, for I don't even want to know how long, because I'm not willing to do the math. But I've never seen Chalice of the Void used correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I went off to college, dude. I was playing a friend or someone at FNM or something, and that dude would play Chalice and I just pick up my cards.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I need to venture to Pokemon more.
Honestly, come down, play with our play group. We play really chill Commander. We play just a lot of Modern. Please, come down. But it's a lot of fun. We play a lot of games, but my point is, there's just cards that are undeniably good, right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And they're always going to be good, but that doesn't make you a good player.
Yeah.
Only that. Okay, cool. We were talking about C18.
Were you? Well, no. Let's actually go on a side conversation.
Another side. I like it. Side.
Were you there the day we played? I don't think you were because it was a Wednesday. You probably were still in LA.
I was in LA. Yeah.
I picked up Jimmy. Went to meet Aston, TJ, all the fucks.
The crew.
Yeah, the crew. And we met up with this guy, and he was just he was working in the area, so he decided to come out and hang out. And he played. His deck, honestly, was over $1,000. It was a sliver 5-coded deck. And he's just I'm not good. I just have all these cards because I've been playing since the game started.
He just had it around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's I net decked, and I'm here, and I'm figuring out the deck. Right. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to him.
Mysterious working man.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, it's cool when people, one of the people that I met Friday night was pretty new to Magic, and all he wanted to do was find planeswalkers and the most powerful cards. That's it. Every time I heard him walk up to trade, he was just do you have planeswalkers? Do you have these 2 cards? And I'd be that's cool. 5-color planeswalker, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
I think there is. There probably is, but just buying random planeswalkers off or trading random planeswalkers off people is it's not going to win you the game.
Nah.
You got to have the knowledge. You got to have that understanding. So what I like about that guy is he understood he had a good deck. He knew he had a $1,000 plus deck. He knew he'd also probably lose.
Yeah.
Because having the deck is only half of it. You need to have that skill.
Skill level, yeah.
And he knew he didn't have that. So, like, run him a plus that guy as compared to the other person I was talking about. Like, I don't want to shit on him. I just want to use him as an example. Is, like, cool. You get your Planeswalkers. You get all these really cool cards. Like, have fun when you sit down to build a deck with it and you have no idea what you want to do because you have so many options. Too many options. You go 5-color. Someone runs over you with Burn or Control or Stompy or, you know, like the staple classics.
Yeah. Speaking of Planeswalkers, side, all the fucking, we're going all
this
down
is such
all
Inception.
the, yeah.
We're like super Inception. I love this. Yeah. This is what I wanted from this podcast.
Tiffany was messaging me the other day, and she's just like, "Do you have this Planeswalker?" And I'm like, "I don't have this." What was it? It was
Gideon, yeah.
I'm just like, this card's fucking old. Like, why do you want this? And she's like, I'm just now learning how to use Planeswalkers. And I'm just like, I think that's fucking cool. Because, like, in all honesty, I didn't start using Planeswalkers until I played Commander.
Yeah.
So I'd, like, never used Planeswalkers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Planeswalkers are really good. They're the right ones are really good, I should say. There's, like, that devil one that starts with a T that I forget his name.
You know, I think Tibble gets shit on a lot, but shout out to the people who designed him because they were like super proud of it.
If you ever want to come on this podcast, just hit us up and we'll have a Tibble episode. We'll all dress up as Tibble. It'll be fun, yeah.
Tibble Lark.
Tibble Tribal.
Tibble Tribal. But I don't know, like we're talking about C18, we're talking about the economy. I like C18. I'll be purchasing all 4 decks.
Living the dream.
Am I gonna be playing all 4 decks? I'm gonna be playing 1 of the 4 decks, and then everything else is going to get broken up and rebuilt into other decks. So,
dude, this song is so good.
We saw these guys live,
yeah. It's so good. This is the Dirty Projectors, by the way. What we should do is super like Inception on a completely different subject.
We should insert like the fucking
the song titles on the show or say it.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be good. That's
Can you taste that on your teeth, like your fucking tongue?
Oh shit, that is spicy.
So spicy.
So spicy. Yeah, I think it's smart to buy all 4 commanders. I think it's a good move for your Magic decks.
Yeah.
I don't have the money for that, but like, I'm really excited for Enchantments, and
I've been wanting to make, like, I don't know, I love Boggles, and that's like my next modern deck, but having that as a EDH deck is going to be really fucking cool. So, I've talked so much about Commander, we'll get more into the economy later, but how do you feel about C18?
I'm not as excited about it as I was last year, but that's because last year was my first year playing Magic when they released their commanders.
Oh, okay. Because see, last year I was like, I didn't buy a Commander deck from last year's decks until really recently.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I started playing Magic early 2017. So, like, you know, it was my first time getting those Commander decks. I heard about them, so I was excited. I thought the Cats was fresh. I thought, there's... Don't you want to vent out? I thought vampires, I thought that made sense. Beating people with vampires.
I think Boss literally, waited in line for that deck.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just like, it's vampires, yeah.
I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense beating people with, wizards and magic and, sorcery. I think it makes completely sense running the fuck over people, with dragons.
Yeah.
But cats? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the only fucking deck I bought.
I know, me too. That's the only one I bought. Are you real? This is throwing cats in with dragons? That's literally humans versus dirt.
Me fucking yow.
Yeah, seriously. And so I was I bought the cat deck. It's the only one I could afford at the time. I thought it was just stupid and funny. And
it's super good though. Yeah.
And so I don't know where I was going with this, man. The cat deck.
Your perception of Commander C18, yeah.
Right. So my perception of Commander. So I've heard of the Atraxas. I've heard of the other commanders. Whatever. I think this year they're middle groundish. There's I'm not one of those people that wants to buy a deck just to resell it for value.
Yeah.
But I also keep that in mind. Am I getting my money's worth?
Right.
I always want to make my money's worth on things I put my money into.
We just fucking talked. Well, I just fucking went on a tyrant about standard versus modern.
Right, and that's why I don't like standard.
Yeah.
But Anthony really wanted that card.
Does he still need it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And so it's just like, I think they're in the middle. I think the Jund deck is just genuinely bad. The land deck, I've been looking at it. I think it's bad. I don't like.
I honestly I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't looked at the deck list.
That's fine.
But
I think you'll be disappointed.
I'm sure I will. But after I edit it and after I play one of you with it, you're gonna fucking cry.
Yeah.
All that boils down to.
And it's just like looking at the cards. They come with like the three, the commander, the two alternates. Like none of them make sense to me to it. And then with the top.
No, I would agree with that a lot. Like especially the Esper deck that I'm like really, 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 really fucking stoked on. Like that Planeswalker I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
And just like the possibilities of like going to a West Africa plane, et cetera, et cetera. Like
that's cool. And the Planeswalker sucks.
Does it?
Yeah, I think it does. I don't think it sucks. I think it's mediocre.
Okay.
I think that
Ninja though, dude, is so Gucci.
Ninja is. I think it's.
We're gonna go back to Kamigawa. Like not in 2 years, but in 4 years.
In 4, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Kamigawa is my favorite block I've never played through. And so I'm excited for that. I just think that deck, top of the deck matters. I just think it's hard to pull off.
Yeah, because like I kind of tried to implement that into like my modern Golgari Elves deck with Lifecrafters Bestiary, and it's like not good. And then I tried to do that in my EDH deck, and it's just like not.
It's not good. It's just so hard to do. And then the only value you're going to get out of it is like miracle cost spells, which is like, granted, yeah, that's good, but like,
is that going to carry the game though?
No,
no,
it's not. Yeah, you're not going to sink your opponents over it. I think and I don't have the commanders in front of me, but I was listening to the MTG Goldfish podcast, and I encourage you to listen to the one where they talk about the C18 and everything they were saying about the red blue artifact is super kick-ass. I think it's the second ability. It's like -2 or something. It's the next spell that you cast this turn costs 1 less for each artifact you control. You have a 10-drop. You own 5 artifacts. It's a 5-drop. It's turn 6. Like, I wish we had video right now to like show my facial expression. Like, that is so good.
It is good.
The +1, I think, is make an artifact. You never use the minus. I don't even remember what it is. But that -2, where you just get to lower the cost of spells just based off artifacts, the whole fucking deck is artifacts.
Yeah.
Each artifact is in itself just one piece of free mana, dude. It's super rampy. I just think Bant enchantments, I just think it's cool. I think it can synergize well. I like enchantments. I like global effects like that. I just think it'll be really fun. Mm-hmm. The commander, though, has an effect. I believe it's the +1. Create an enchantment. Enchant any permanent with an enchantment that has totem armor. Totem armor, for those who don't know, when the permanent would be destroyed, you destroy the totem enchantment artifact instead.
Super cool theme from OG's Zendikar block. Just like fucking aesthetic, really is like it's really fucking cool.
It's really cool. But here's the thing: the minus ability, the second ability is, and I encourage you to go look this up because I'm not entirely sure. It's either enchant or untap 1 enchanted permanent, or untap all enchanted permanents. Either way, it's pretty broken. Someone's gonna figure out an infinite with that. The ultimate is my favorite. I don't know the minus, but it's return all non-enchantment permanents from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then do the same with all your enchantments. You return all your creatures, all your lands, all your artifacts, everything. And then you enchant all of them. And that's pre-combat.
Yeah.
Or post-combat. You're gonna live till the next turn. You might lose a creature or two.
Can we, like, right now in the podcast, can we, like, put the Voltron fucking theme song on? Because that's, like, what needs to happen right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's
what's going on right now.
I think that's the best ability out of all the commanders. Or the best ultimate, at least, is... I think the best ultimate is return all permanents, return all enchantments. I think the best second level is the artifact one, and I don't even know the +1. I don't really know, but I mean, you get the Tezzeret Master Artificer. There's a whole bunch of other better cards that I just don't remember. But even the new Tezzeret Planeswalker, +1, create a 1/1 servo.
Yeah.
0, draw a card. If you control 3 or more artifacts, draw 2. The turn you play Tezzeret, you're gonna be drawing 2 extra cards.
Super good.
Super good.
#valuetown.com.
Valuetown. I think it's really good. Welcome to Valuetown. I just think it's I think it's really good. I think it's super solid. But that's me on C18. I don't really have much more to say other than screw John, ban enchantments and artifacts all day, every day.
So, no, but okay, so you have your picks of C18.
Right.
Then let's talk a little bit about, I'm buying this product, can I resell this product?
Right. But here's the thing. When I think about, let's say, the Jund deck, the deck to me is so bad, I have this feeling that eventually I'm going to want to resell it, and will I make my money back? As with enchantments and artifacts, I have a faith in the deck that's these decks are so good, I won't want to sell them. I don't mind spending $40 on them.
Okay.
Because I'll get my money's worth.
Okay.
But the other two, the top of the deck matters, the land matters, whatever. It's just one of those things where it's I'm 50-50. Maybe it'll work and be the best deck and no one really expects it. If it's the worst deck, why am I going to want to keep it? I want to sell it. Will I make $40 plus tax back? Probably not if it's the worst deck.
That's a fucking good perspective, actually.
Yeah.
See, to me, buying these decks at $40, I'm not going to lie, Wizards, you fucked up we went from 5 decks a year down to 4, and decks went from $30 to $35 to $40. I'm...
Go into it, dude.
I don't want to say how much
money this. They're not going to find this until, we're...
fucking 2 years into this.
Yeah.
But, I make a decent amount of money. I don't mind dropping money on Magic. But,
make it worth it.
the fact... Yeah, for real. The fact that I have to spend... what was the last... I bought Marath Will of the Wild for $32, I want to say, because I got the hookup. But anyway... The fact that I have to go from buying, $32 decks to $40 decks that, I don't know. It boggles my mind, but...
That's why you're building boggles.
The tangent, man.
Yeah.
The tangent is strong with this one.
Yeah, that's all you know. Keep going.
What was the question?
We're talking about...
We're talking about C18.
C18, how Wizards fucked up and how you're paying more for less now. And you don't mind paying more, but you want to make it worth it, and Wizards has not made it worth it.
Right. Okay, no. Okay, I think this is where I was going. I feel like I'm paying $40 now for R&D.
Okay.
Does that make any fucking sense? Because I feel a lot of the cards in C18 are super experimental. Especially that land card.
Yeah.
Especially that land card where you're this is broken, and I'm just looking at it and is this really a real card?
Do you have
the land, the Kraken shit, where it's he comes in.
Oh my god, yeah!
I didn't know that was a real card.
The slumbering isle.
Yes,
5.
No offense to you, I didn't know that was a real card until I literally went on Reddit that day after we were talking.
It's so good. Oh my god! Did you pay? Okay, you pay 5. It gives you green blue. You tap it. Has 5 counters. So 5 turns later, you have a 12/12. Granted, no trample, no hexproof, but you can enchant it like that.
It's
easy.
a fucking 12/12.
It's so good!
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm paying money for R&D. Does that make any sense? That's how I feel.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that.
Fucking #woke shit. I haven't seen this on the Reddit at all, but I feel I'm paying money for R&D right now at this point.
Okay.
So
they can just go do their own thing and
kind of, yeah, because especially with this year, I was reading the rules committee is involved in the product.
Awesome.
Now.
I like
so
that.
in the rules committee is separate from they're a separate entity.
They shouldn't be, but okay.
This.
Okay.
Because they invented EDH.
Right.
These other people invented EDH. And that's where it's at. But I don't know. Like I make a good amount of money. I feel good about C18. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna buy all the decks. But do I feel like there's more to be desired, especially, and it's like, it's fun, like, I don't know, like, I wish I would have had, like, a fucking spreadsheet with, like, numbers and shit on it, like the Jun Lands Matters, etc., etc. It's like, oh, you have a Lands Matters deck. No Course of Prufix, no Get Rog.
Yeah.
And these are all, like, less than $3 cards, and it's just like, is there even those ramp spells that you fucking play in your deck?
Cultivate, like, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll be in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, like, if they're not, then, like, yeah, you fucked up, Wizards.
Yeah. So, I feel like I'm paying money for R&D, which, like, at a surface level, it's like, I'm fucking paying money for R&D, but at a, like, a grander level, I feel like I'm paying money for R&D. All right, yeah, let's go.
Right.
Does it make any sense?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
And, like, that's not an argument I've seen anywhere else besides, like, what I'm saying right now. I'm paying more money for research and development, and I'm totally okay with that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you are okay with it?
Yeah, because I feel like C19, because they planned this shit really far in advance. C19 might be, like, ass.
Fucking Rosewater worked on Unstable for 6 years.
I
was watching this video.
I know that, yeah, I know.
He was like, my daughter was in 5th grade when I started. She just graduated college.
That makes my penis really flaccid, but yeah, I don't know. Like putting it in time perspective like that, makes me really sad.
Yeah, I'll send you the video. We'll post a link. It's a Game Nights video where he talks about it.
The last time I bought, like, I was able to, like, the last time I bought a fucking Civil Border pack, I was able to go and buy fucking Unhinged. Like, I don't think you understand how long.
Yeah, it's fucking long ass time.
But yeah, I feel like I'm paying money for R&D. Does it make any sense?
You're paying money for R&D so they can make better decks next year, and because of that, you don't.
Well, no. I feel like next year. I feel like I'm gonna say it right now. I feel like next year's Commander decks are gonna be shitty.
Okay. Why?
But
why?
I got a hunch.
Gut feeling.
I got a gut feeling.
Fair.
And I'll bet. What do you want to bet?
I'll bet you.
Monetary value. What do you want to bet?
$5.
$5?
I don't make the same money as you, man. $5 is like, ooh.
Alright, I'll bet you $20. How about that?
Alright, deal.
$20.
$20.
C19 is not that good.
Wizards, don't fuck this up. I need the money.
C2020, I'm gonna run the whole election. Gonna be really good.
Yeah, Kanye for 2020.
Kanye for 2020.
Kanye 2020. But yeah. So C18, that's what we think. We just talked your ear off of that, and you fucking loved it. I hope at least. I think what we have next is, we kind of already talked on our list at least, is we have the Econ. I feel like we talked about this already. I think we should save this, or maybe jump to this, unless you have anything else to say. I feel like we covered it pretty well.
Yeah.
I feel like we did our ranty rant.
I mean,
like modern standard.
You're not that well like up with the economy. The economy is something I like look at every single day because I'm a really big numbers guy.
Can I just say that we sold a Black Lotus sold for $87,000.
Why are you so fascinated about this? I'm actually really curious.
When it comes down
to me and Andy,
when it comes down to Magic the Gathering, it's fucking cardboard.
Right.
$87,000 for cardboard.
Yeah.
But
that's something that.
I'm fucking ripping up my WUBRG. It's fucking cardboard. If you spend $87,000 on fucking cardboard, that's gonna blow my mind. Sure, you love Magic. Sure, you make a lot of money, but
yeah, but it's a finite value. Though. That's why me and Andy were just yeah, I understand this.
You know how much other fucking things you could buy for $87,000?
I mean, you will never hear, you will never be oh, Lucas, I'm buying a Black Lotus today. You will never fucking hear that out of me.
Yeah.
But do I understand who bought that? Yeah. Do I applaud them? Yeah.
Yeah, good for them. They make that money.
Yeah.
Still blows my mind.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the economy right now is super duper interesting. That's why I watch Rudy every single day. Anytime I get the chance to watch Rudy. Rudy lives in Tampa, by the way, and we're also drinking Cigar City beer, Guayabera Citra Pale Ale. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to Cigar City
Cheers,
Brewery.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
I'm pretty sure you guys know Rudy. We'll put a link anyways in the description. And up here to him, we'll also throw in a link to our, I don't even know how to fucking say what this is, but we'll throw a link down to it if you guys want to purchase something like
this beer is super fuego.
Super good. I usually don't like pale ales. I don't like IPAs. I don't like anything. But, dude, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. Anyways, we have underage viewers, hopefully. Probably. Let's continue.
I think we do, yeah.
Yeah,
but...
Jackson. Shout out to Jackson. He's a cool motherfucker.
Shout out to Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Sorry I almost took you out of the Commander game like turn 4 and you got butthurt. I can still feel bad about that.
I want... what's next on the agenda for the channel? We had next FNM.
Well, I think there's one more thing we want to talk about.
Yeah, what is that?
Is the leaked card from Guilds of Ravnica.
Oh, fuck yes.
Like,
So,
okay, I don't know the name. Leaked in Spanish. What's the effect?
Can you just pass my phone to me? How about that?
So, basically, it's a sorcery for Black 3 that is return a creature card from the grave to your hand with CMC 1 and do the same for a creature card with CMC 2 and 3. So you're paying 5 for a CMC value of 6. Granted, you still have to spend, you know. I'm not sure it's from grave to hand or grave to field. But regardless, like, I'm interested as where they're going with that. Why is that the first card that we got? Granted, I don't think it's a Wizards leak. I think someone actually is, like, a dirty cop, quote that. But, like, I think there's someone who just leaked it. I don't think it's like Wizards being like, oh, this is the first card we're going to show them.
Really?
Because you put up a good argument earlier about...
No, like, alright, so, I mean, you, like, I don't mean to, like, pull seniority right now, but you've only been playing this game for a year.
Year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, and with me, it's just like, no. Like, what I, like, I've been, I don't even want to fucking, like, tell you what I do for a living, but I used to be in marketing before... like 2 jobs before what I'm doing right now. And marketing is just like this like shisty, amazing, lovable way to like connect with a clientele. Mm-hmm. And like actually let's side fucking Inception, Mad Men, fucking Don Draper status. This is the way Wizards fucking advertises to their clientele is they leak product. And that is my full fucking theory about, like, Guilds of Ravnica, or whatever the fuck this block is. Like, they leaked this card to us on Reddit, which is a sorcery. It's a 5 CBC black card. It's choose a creature card in your graveyard with converted mana cost 1. Then choose a creature card with converted mana cost 2. Then choose a creature card with converted mana cost 3. Return those to the battlefield.
To the battlefield?
To the battlefield,
oh,
yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You can get your Rex Sage out. You can get your... I mean, like, a rampy, like, Land of Elves. You can... I don't fucking... 2 costs...
The fucking possibilities are endless. But,
yeah.
like... Why is this card good?
I think we just said...
Is this card good?
It's good in Modern. Possibilities are endless.
Honestly, like...
You're playing your Black-Green Elves.
Yeah.
You run one of them. You take it. You return a Mana Ramper. You return something that draws a card. You return that one card that fucking does 1 damage for each elf you have on the field. You do that all for 5 mana. That's great.
Yes and no. Like, that's Modern. But, like, how many formats are there in Magic?
A lot.
So many. So, like, what does this do in EDH?
Nothing.
It doesn't do anything?
No.
I think it does a lot.
I don't think it does anything.
You don't think it does anything?
It gets
what the fuck is it going to do in Standard?
Nothing.
I would agree with that. It's going to
do nothing. That happens in Standard. Standard
nothing.
Shit. Standard is shit. We've gone over this.
What does it do in Draft?
Something.
I think this is low-key a bomb in Draft, actually. Yeah.
I think it does something.
I'll fuck it on some, like...
Well, I think, us two bet against everyone else. I think this will do something in Draft. I don't think it'll do much. It'll do something in Commander. Like I said, you can get your Rex Sage... You can get your this, you can get your that, but like, Draft will kick ass, but Standard Modern, it won't do anything. I think it's just one of those cards that's just like, it shows up, it's like, I read this thing once.
Yeah.
Basically what happens is Wizards, oh my god, I still feel the love, is when Wizards are making rare cards, they have to make rare cards that are like middle ground cards, right? Mm-hmm. Rare cards that are like so far so good. Like Glorybringer was one of those cards. Just a rare card that's really good.
See, it's funny because every single time an opponent played a Glorybringer against me, I never lost that match. But that's a whole nother
That's another story.
conversation.
I think Glorybringer is an amazing card.
Really? Because I look at that card and I'm just like...
You spit on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's outside of the...
and actually, shout out to Jimmy about that. Like, Jimmy taught me how to face a dragon and conquer it. So
good. That's very powerful knowledge. It's rares that are super good, and then there's rares that are just so bad they suck. It's like the 4 green from M19 that gives a creature +7/+7 and trample.
See, I think
in draft it's good.
Yes.
Everywhere else it sucks.
Yes. Wait, is that all it does? It doesn't have flash or anything?
I pulled it, dude. I literally opened it and I almost was like Eric, like fuck this fucking store, like.
Can I have a quarter?
Yeah, like seriously, like that's not gonna be worth money.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything for you. Like I don't even know what the fucking card is.
See, okay, I think the reason why Wizards printed that though was for the C18 products because it like goes with enchantments. But the fact that it doesn't have flash or anything for that Heiser, yeah.
They're gonna run something in the enchantment deck that gives non-lance flash. Jimmy Wong from Command Podcast plays it all the time. I forget what it's called. I'll put it up right here. But I don't think that's a good card. +7/+7 and trample for 6. By that time in Modern, you're dead.
Oh yeah.
By that time in Commander, people have enchantment removal like that. By that time in Standard, oh wait, you're not going to run that in Standard.
Without a doubt.
Like, Tiny Leaders isn't a thing.
No.
Draft? Sure. That'll win you a game. You put that on a Fly, you put that on a Lapis, put that on Demanding Dragon, you put that in a Spark-Tongue Dragon, anything that has flying.
Draft, that's a fucking bomb, actually.
It's a bomb.
Like, yeah.
That's a bomb in
draft.
Anywhere else, dude, like, you can rip the card up for fun. Like, I don't think it's a good card. And I think that's what this card is. The one they leaked. Is just, I think it's just bad enough to where it's up there with just really bad rares that aren't worth anything, that make the valuable rares more valuable. And that's why I think this leak is not from Wizards, but from an employer or someone who knows somebody that got their hands on it or was sneaky and took it and something like that, you know?
I don't know. The fact that it's Spanish believes me to think it is a lizard. Oh, lizards.
The wizard lizard?
The wizard lizard.
Wizard lizard.
I think it is a Wizards leak. I think that I don't know. We've talked about this on the podcast, episode 3. I think
Last
about
episode,
I'm not excited for Return to Return.
So you're not. Yeah, we've talked
you
about this
are.
a lot. I'm super stoked. I'm too because I never played through it. That's why.
But
I
with
like dual
this
colors.
leak, I'm actually excited for it.
Interesting.
So
what about it? Change your mind?
I think it's weird card design.
I think
That's
it's
what it
weird
boils
too.
down to.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Seeing weird card design and seeing here's obviously this is for Golgari. Let's go. Right. So
that's fair.
I think I think that Wizards uses guerrilla marketing. I think they're on another level. I really do.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
All these fucks live in Seattle. They know what's up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for Return to Ravnica. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you're excited because now I'm excited. That's going to make draft really so much more fun for us.
But we're also going to be playing Dark Colors during that time.
Yeah, I think we should
play. All the
because it's all dual colors too.
Yes.
Let's go, dude. I think we're gonna go 4 colors because they go a bunch of I don't know how it works.
I have to look at the color pie because the color pie has already been divvied up between the 3
because I know
blocks.
I don't know.
Or the 3
I haven't
sets.
played through a set that's mainly dual colors. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know, but I'm excited. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool.
Very cool.
I'm actually excited.
Yeah, me too, man. For real, it's gonna be real tight.
Yeah.
I
think
that's it, man.
Everything.
Wow, we went from 2 20-minute podcasts to an hour plus.
Yeah, podcast. We got.
Wow, dude. I better be a good video editor, or else we're gonna lose a lot of followers. Because man, I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about this too. Yeah.
Everything we talked about, I'm excited. I'm excited for WUBRG next week. Honestly, not tonight. I don't want to record that video, the WUBRG battle tonight, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not for the podcast.
No.
We don't plan in front of these people.
I don't even know. Maybe like Commander and like
Yeah, we'll play some.
burritos. I don't even know what I want to do.
We'll play
tonight,
some
but-
Bromander tonight.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, thank you for checking into the Three Mythics podcast. I'm Lucas. The other guy chugging a beer next to me is Nick.
What's up, I'm Nick?
Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. We have a couple things for you tonight. We have WUBRG. We played WUBRG and FNM last night. Just kidding, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. We've got a lot of stuff coming this week. Please stay tuned. Please. We got an interview with Garrick McNutt of Mick Whiskey MTG. I'm sorry. Please keep your eye out for that.
Probably one of my favorite people right now. It's kind of
He's
scary,
so
actually.
good.
Yeah,
He is
how
so
much he
good.
reminds me of myself.
We're going to have that out by Tuesday, Wednesday. We have, this podcast, which is out now because you're obviously listening to it. Duh.
Correction, done.
We've got that WUBRG game coming in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you so much for, tuning in. This is Three Mythics, I think, signing off for this week.
We continue to play as we continue to grow.